Welcome to Wine Times. Today I'm here with Maclean Burke. We're going to talk about a very nice wine from the part of France called Macon. It's called Macon Lugny. It's made of the Chardonnay grape, and it's a very nice, light, fresh, easy drinking wine, sold widely in Ireland. It's been very popular for many years. So how are you anyway?
I'm good, I'm very good. I'm very interested in tasting this wine in particular because I'm not really a French wine drinker. I'm more into my heavy reds and my, the Australian kind of New World wines, so it should be interesting,
Okay, well, so this is going to be a little bit lighter than the Australian types, but it is the home of all the grapes that you hear of in Australia. Okay. Chardonnay comes from Burgundy, this comes from Burgundy. Australia took it and they make them very oaky and very heavy. This is going to be lighter, fruitier, more restrained, but I think very nice at the same time.
Fantastic.
So should we open a bottle and see what it's like?
Oh, let's give it a go, yeah.
Great. So this is screw cap, which is kind of a very good idea nowadays. It saves having a corkscrew, and it means you can store it in the fridge quite readily, and it won't go off so readily.
There is this big debate over screw cap and cork, isn't it? But
I think they're right too that the cheaper wines shouldn't be corked because the quality of the cork probably isn't good enough, and you end up getting probably bad condition cork, and then the wine does go off. So the idea then is we're going to swirl this wine now to try and aerate it. When you aerate the wine, all the smells and aromas come up through the glass. The glass is shaped like this, so the smells will come out, and on the nose, just getting light apple, maybe slight pineapple, melony flavours.
Yeah.
Just a hint, gentle, not very strong. Now the idea of that would be that when you drink this wine with your food, it's not going to overwhelm the food.
Okay.
Nice and easy. So,
and what would it be accompanied with?
Oh, well, I think that maybe chicken-ish dishes or a starter, like a nice deal of salad or a little bit of white fish or something, but nice and simple. So, nice golden colour gives us a good idea, and we've got those nice appley, pineapple smells, melon and so on. So, having smelled it, then we'll taste it, and what you taste really should confirm what your nose has already told you. Okay, so that's the idea. Just take a slug. Quite a powerful flavour in spite of the nose. More powerful than you would have thought.
Yeah.
Now, when I was tasting it, I made that sort of ugly slurping sound. When you do that, you're drawing air across your mouth, and it sort of exaggerates the flavour.
Okay.
And it'll feel really much stronger than it is. I can't get over how rich it is.
It is very rich,
Isn't
yeah.
it?
I'm going to give it another bit.
Yeah, it's so nice. So that's Chardonnay, grape, no oak, so it's vinified and aged in a concrete or stainless steel vat, and then bottled. And Macon Lugny is probably one of the most famous white Burgundy bottles you find in the Irish market. It's been popular here for so long, I don't know, it tends to be good value. This is less than €13 a bottle. Okay. And it's so, acceptable at a party.
It's lovely and light, and
I
I tell you, it's a perfect accompaniment for a kind of a summer's evening.
Isn't it?
Out on the veranda or something.
How did that compare with your thoughts that it would have been like? Is it better than you thought it would have been?
Actually, it's delicious. Yeah, it is. It's really nice. As I say, I'm not akin to. I'm more of a red wine drinker and heavy reds, but I certainly, as I say, I would certainly look at that as a summer wine for me.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah,
and it's very enjoyable.
Tell us about this birthday party you had recently.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, this has been a learning experience and a learning curve because recently we had a rather big birthday for my wife, and we, of course, were looking for a wine supply in the night, and through a friend of a friend, we bought, I think we bought like 72 bottles
Would be nice.
of white and red.
Very nice.
But of course I asked for a reasonably priced wine, something that someone else could recommend, because I don't have a vast knowledge of wines.
Sure.
And so we got this wine. I think it was the red was a Merlot, and the white was a Chardonnay. And it didn't go down too well, because I don't know, they were full of sulfates or sulfites. And apparently, as I say, it just didn't go too well. And obviously, if we had known if this site was online, at least you can go in and kind of read off someone else's experience of the wine.
Sure.
It would be a great thing to have,
Yeah, I think it's unusual that, well, it's common actually, that sulfites are in most wines, but Chilean wine with too much sulfites kills particularly women's palates, and gives them frightful headaches the next day.
Well,
like really heavy.
That probably has an awful lot to blame for the next morning.
Yeah, but I think it's true though. I mean, joking apart, not even drinking too much, a little bit.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's just one of those things.
Well, I'll have to log on in future and
please.
you know.
Okay, well,
Cheers.
cheers.
Thank you.